What's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of Something Amazing. So yesterday we got a very special package in the mail that got delivered. It was one of our purchases from Black Friday. We actually got this from EveTech. So this is the Rgb Strix 5700XT, and in today's episode we're going to be doing an unboxing of it. Let's get into it. Wait, what's that? Stage 8 load shedding. Come on, Escom. Hope you guys are having better luck with the power outages.
I'm in the dark here! Do you understand? I'm in the dark!
But getting straight into this, I actually purchased the Rgb Strix 5700XT during Black Friday. This actually came in an extremely good price at I think it's retailing even now for 7,500 Rand from EveTech. And if you compare, it's actually cheaper than the reference card from some other shops, and it is cheaper than most of the other partner cards for the 5700XT. The Rgb being actually a premium card, it's overseas. I don't understand how is it so cheap here, but overseas it seems to be $60 more than the reference card, and is one of the more expensive 5700XTs. So obviously coming in at a cheap price, it was a no-brainer to try and get this one. Obviously the 5700XT has been out for some time now, since in the second half of this year. It's got a 7nm processor. It's got features like FreeSync, 2 HDR, Fidelity FX, and RDNA architecture. Obviously, we're going to test all of these things like the anti-lag and the image sharpening, which comes with the new Radeon cards at a later stage once we get it in the system. But once you remove the sleeve of this Strix card, let me just get this. On the inside, you basically got the Strix box that we've come to know and love. They use the same box on all their GPUs now, but it's clean and looks good. And once you open that, on the inside, you obviously got a welcome booklet, and on the inside of this booklet, there is an instruction manual on how to install this card, etc., and a thank you card from Asus. Thank you for purchasing blah 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 blah, and some contact details. Once you remove the top cover, underneath it is the Strix graphics card. There's a compartment in the front, and you get two of these. Let's get it to focus. You get two of these ROG Velcro straps. I actually love these Velcro straps. I use it to neaten up cables behind the PC and behind my monitor. And onto the main event. Oh, this is quite tight in here. Oh, damn, this looks good. So here we have the ROG Strix 5700XT. Just by looking at it, it's the same design ROG Strix cards have been using for some time now, and it's really good. I mean, if something's not broke, why fix it? You know what I'm saying? These obviously have their new axial fan design. The one thing about the ROG Strix cards or the 5700XT cards is, let's just find it here. It has a dual BIOS switch, and it also has a button to turn the LEDs off. So the dual BIOS switch, basically this card can run in a quiet or performance mode. Obviously we'll be testing that out at a later stage. It has a white anodized backplate with the ROG logo, which is obviously RGB. There's also a Republic of Gamers logo at the front that has RGB, and then on your fan shroud it's got these RGB strips, which obviously is controlled through Aura Sync software, which I actually like. Because everything, most of the components of my system is Asus, so everything syncs up perfectly. You don't need 100 different softwares to control RGB. That's interesting. So at the back here, at your connection ports, they actually made the mounting bracket black anodized as well. It actually has one HDMI 2.0 port and 3 display ports. But they still have this issue. Let me get this into focus. At the front of the card, they have these colored wires. And it's something that was also there on the 5700XT. And I just don't understand. You go through all this trouble of making this card stealthy, right? Where you can turn the RGB off, black shroud, black mounting bracket, black everything. But then you have these color fan cables. Like, it just doesn't make sense. On this end of the card, you also have an RGB controller that you can run from this card, and also your fan headers to control your case fans, obviously once this goes under load. What else is there? And then you've got 2 8-pin connectors, and obviously at the top of the connectors it has the LED indicator light, which lets you know that the connectors are actually in position and working. Let's just have a look here. Okay, so there was something I had seen online when researching this card, and it seems to be not entirely an issue here. So at the VRM thermal pad at the end of the PCB, there seems to be some movement. It's basically it's not poor contact. There is still contact between the thermal pad and the VRM chips, but there is noticeable movement on it. On the other side, it seems to be clamped down quite hard. There was an issue, and I'll link that video in the description box down below, where it seemed like, but that card had a lot more movement. And maybe Asus can comment down below or get in contact with us. I tried Asus support before. It's a nightmare. It's just not a good experience. But yeah, is it supposed to be like that? They also got this now. They have this supporting bracket on the GPU itself, and basically that's to eliminate sag, because this is a very large beefy card. It's 2.7 slots, and it's one of the bigger partner cards, obviously, for the 5700XT. Yeah, but maybe they could chime in and tell us, is it supposed to be like that? Is it going to give issues in the future? Maybe there was a flaw in the manufacturing process. The sound of success. So yeah, we're gonna get this set up. We'll obviously run a whole lot of benchmark tests, etc. on this card. Probably not going to be now, because next week I'm actually going on holidays, December. So in the new year, we will obviously bring the production benchmarks and obviously some gaming benchmarks. So some other benefits obviously with getting an Asus Strix card is you get their software, which is the GPU Tweak 2. You get a subscription to WT Fast. You get a subscription to what's that streaming software? Forget the name always. XSplit Gamecast. That's it. And you can also earn passive income. They're giving you a subscription to Quantum Cloud now. So when your GPU is not in use, I assume it's some kind of mining thing. I'm not sure. I haven't checked into it at all. Obviously, this has a DDR6 memory, and it's PCI 4 Express capable. One of the reasons we went for this card. So somebody asked me recently, Jeff, why not go for an NVIDIA card? The first thing was the price. This came in at 7,500 Rand. I actually got it there. It was about 7,500 Rand with shipping over the Black Friday special. And it actually retails for 7,500 at EveTech currently. coming in almost the same price as the reference card. Like I said, it was a no-brainer. This is a lot cheaper than the other reference cards like Gigabyte, the MSI Gaming X version, which all retail around the 10,000 Rand mark. And around that price point, just over 10, I think it's between 10 and 11,000 Rand, is the competitor to this card. So obviously the 5700 XT was made to compete against the RTX 2070, but at launch they came out with the RTX 2070 Super. But this card and the RTX 2070 Super, if you've seen videos online, obviously I do not have one to show you the actual results, but they actually compete head to head in a lot of titles, where obviously one is slightly edging out the other. Another reason was obviously this being a newer GPU, it has support for newer encoding and decoding, especially with 8K and 4K footage. My RX 580 obviously was sufficient all along. I never had issues when it came to productivity and content creation. Obviously this is going to be just quicker, and we'll obviously see some of that with running tests like Blender, Cinebench, etc. And just to compare the scores to before. You also, by buying an AMD card, you get a 3-month subscription to Xbox Pass, where you get to play Gears of War 5. I'm a big Gears of War fan, and I've been looking forward to playing the title. I got a glimpse of it. I played it for a short while, obviously at the Rage Expo, etc., and I've been wanting to play that, so that's a big plus. You also get a choice between 2 games from AMD. Comment down in the comment section down below and tell me which game to get, and probably I'll do a video on that as well. Yeah, so the 5700 XT, also the other big reason that led me towards that was, if you watch Gamers Nexus, their big YouTube tech channel, very reputable, they actually named the 5700 XT as the best overall GPU for 2019. The Strix version obviously is more expensive, but it comes in with a lot of features. So there was a full PCB teardown done by hardware overclockers, I think the channel's name is. I'll just check it, but I'll link that video in the description box down below. And one of the main things about the Strix card is that of its amazing power delivery and the VRMs and the ability to overclock this. This actually comes at one of the highest overclocks out of the box from the factory. Obviously silicone lottery is always an issue, but being a Strix model, we're hoping that the silicone die on this card is superior, but you never know. But yeah, like I said, it comes as the highest overclock out of the factory, and by their power delivery and the ability to overclock this card, I've been considering obviously going custom water looped and water cooling the GPU as well. That may be something I may do next year. But if I do, my overclocking capability of this card, I think I'm not going to be limited by the power delivery to the GPU itself. So that's also one of the reasons we had got this card. And I went AMD again instead of Nvidia. So on my Asus gaming laptop, got an Nvidia card. I just don't like GeForce experience.
Nigga!
It's given me endless headaches when I've used it. Even if I put the power options on performance and try and block the profiles that it tries to set for the games, it somehow takes over and reduces the FPS in titles a lot. The only way it actually works is if I remove GeForce experience completely and just use the Nvidia control panel. Then I get much higher FPS when in gaming, like in games like PUBG, etc. On my laptop. But the Nvidia control panel looks like it still belongs in Windows 95. So the one thing I've always liked about the AMD Adrenalin software, the user interface is amazing. It looks beautiful. It's easy to use. The shortcut keys, they're quick. It's responsive, especially with screen recording, etc. So that was also another reason that led me to go for AMD again. Obviously, it would pay up a lot better with my AMD CPU as well. Not like that's not a game changer though, but yeah, I was quite interested to see what kind of results it's going to give me for 1440p gaming. So we recently did a video on 1440p gaming on the channel, and if you missed that, I'll also link it down in the description box down below. And yeah, my aim and goal was to get constant 100 FPS, above 100 FPS at 1440p in PUBG. The Counter-Strike I'm able to do it, but PUBG it's a bit more demanding, and this card is rated to do that. So, but we'll see if I can get to the 144 Hz mark, constant average. That will be beautiful. But yeah, that will be coming next year. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and always please remember to like, subscribe, share your comments down in the comment section down below. I will respond whenever I get time to see them. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.